let's start on with the first one, water as a natural resource along with its sources. Now, yes, water is what? A very important natural resource. It is inorganic, transparent, tasteless, odorless, and nearly colorless, right? And it's a chemical substance and the main constituent of Earth's hydrosphere. So if I talk about water, it is a huge part of your hydrosphere. All the water bodies that we have, that makes your hydrosphere here. Right, and water covers around 75% of your planet, the Earth's surface here, right? And also it is found underground. So if I actually look at the division here, 97% of the water that is found on this planet is saline water. It is actually salty water found in the ocean or the seas, right? Only 3% is the fresh water. Let's look at it further. So in case of your fresh water as well, 30% of that 3% fresh water is found in the wells. It's basically underground water which is present on the water table, right? Then you have 68.7% of that fresh water is basically frozen. It's found in the ice caps and in the glaciers. And the rest here, as you can see, the rest is present on the surface here, right? So yes, even the surface water, if I further look into it, there's just 2% water that is present in the river and 87% found in the lake, and then there is just 11% in the swamps. So all this is the division here, as you can see. So we just have a very limited amount of fresh water, drinking water available for us, right? Moving forward, so these are the different sources of water here. It's well, rain, river, tap, and your lake and the stream. Moving ahead, let's talk about rain right now. So yes, it's the main source of water and it fills our lakes. So basically it just replenishes all your water bodies. Moving forward, now when water is heated up, let's talk about how the water cycle is formed, basically how it undergoes. So here right now, we know whenever a water body is heated, the water is going to evaporate, right? All the water will change in the form of water vapor and evaporation will happen. Now, after evaporation, when these water vapors, they are raised up in the atmosphere and they reach up to a certain height, those water vapors condense, they cool down, right? And that's how they form the clouds. Now, when the clouds are completely waterborne, they are going to precipitate. Precipitate simply means all the water that is present in the clouds is going to fall down back on Earth in the form of rain. That is called precipitation. And finally, that water gets collected in your water bodies. Correct, guys? So that's your water cycle. That is a very important one in our nature. So yes, we've already discussed this, and the droplets condensate further and form the clouds. Clouds float along, and yes, they always move with the areas of low pressure. So wherever there is some low pressure, your clouds come, and that's when they precipitate. Okay, moving forward, so we are already done with this, and this precipitation may occur in the form of snow, sleet, or hail, right? So it can be anything. So the rainfall pattern of an area is decided by the availability of the water vapor. Obviously, if you talk about your desert areas here, let's talk about Rajasthan and let's talk about your Cherrapunji and your northeastern states here. So the rainfall pattern is completely different, right? So yes, it depends on the availability of water vapor, areas of low pressure, prevailing winds, if winds are present or not, and the direction of the mountains. Mountains also lead to, they affect the rainfall pattern here.